That was worse.
Okay.
We'll take it.
We'll take it.
Hi.
We're so relaxed about this
So
now.
hi.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, please like and subscribe. Today, although I've got you on the channel again, I find it really helpful when you're here just because you, invite me to question more things. So when I just speak to the camera, I think about the next story and then I get a bit lost sometimes. Yeah, just have you here.
Plus I take up some
I'm going to
extra
say,
space.
literally, you took the words out of my mouth. I was like, you take up too much room anyway, and you're just loitering, putting me off in the corner. So you might as well, aren't you?
Might as well be.
You're not doing what else.
So what do you want to talk about today?
So today, I said, 4 weeks ago now, that I made changes within my diet that have slowly been increasing. Or they did increase 2 weeks ago. And that I also started therapy.
Yes.
4 weeks ago.
Was it 4 weeks ago?
4 weeks ago, because I missed a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was 4 weeks ago that I started the therapy. I had 3 sessions.
Yes.
I didn't go last week.
No.
I booked 12.
We did. You did.
Cancelled.
The remaining.
The rest indefinitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Indefinitely.
Yeah.
For the foreseeable. Not with that therapist, which is something that I'm going to talk about. I've had a few people reach out to me to ask me, like, how's it going? I did share, I think, when I first went in, just something quick on my Instagram saying that I was there. And then I shared a couple of days ago that I made that decision, that I just knew that it wasn't the right fit for me.
It definitely wasn't.
Which is something that we'll talk about.
Yeah.
So first of all, because this channel primarily was for me to keep myself accountable so I can do check-ins with myself.
Yeah, like a self-assessment.
Yeah, because I like to write. I like to write things down, but saying it sometimes and vocalizing it, I can rationalize my thoughts a lot easier.
I feel like sometimes when I hear or I watch some of the stuff that you say, you get more real or more raw in regards to your answers too. So I do think it's better.
And I challenge myself with my words when I speak, whereas when I just write it down, it's just quite free-flowing.
Yeah. So that being said, 4 weeks ago.
4 weeks ago, we did that. We posted that video. I was quite emotional.
Yes.
For the first change that we did. So we just, again, we've just had a sit down in a cafe to talk about content that I want to create. And I was quite honest and I said, this isn't for audience reach. Because we was talking about, do I do a day in the life of my food? At present, I don't think that's healthy for anybody to watch. I don't think it's healthy for me to film. I don't want to glamorize anything. I don't want to promote anything. I don't want to advertise things. Eating disorders are very competitive. And the people that are going to be tuning into this channel, I would think, are probably coming from that source. And the last thing that I want to do is make anybody else worse.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when you explained it to me, that made sense.
Yeah, so maybe in future, maybe when I'm more consistent with it and
comfortable with it, maybe.
Comfortable with it, yeah. Because I find value in it. Like if I watch someone on Instagram and they're doing a day in the life and they're training and they're hitting the protein goals and they're also going out and having fun and having wine and having ice cream, like
living.
Everything in what's it called? Moderation. Everything in moderation. And like I say, I don't think me doing a day in the life of food right now is good. I'm not out here trying to get audience reach. The people that I want to watch this are the people that I want to help.
You really want to help.
Yeah.
And so that being said, today's about accountability and a check-in.
Yeah.
More a check-in than anything else.
So 4 weeks ago, we started just the protein shake on a morning.
And we added our magnesium and creatine.
Yeah.
So the whole premise behind the creatine actually wasn't just necessarily for muscles, but more about brain function, because Beck mentioned early on in her talking that the way she thinks or the way that she utilizes her brain during the week when she's not eating at capacity is a lot harder and a lot darker than it is on the weekends. And then once you've eaten for a couple of days on Sunday, you're like, oh, I can do these things, and then it regresses.
Yeah.
And then so instead of doing 5 milligrams of creatine, which a lot of training people do, there are white papers written that if you do 20 milligrams a day, it really helps your brain function. And we're doing 10. So we do 5 milligrams in the morning and 5 at night. Now, I definitely felt the difference. Like I was clearer, my days were easier.
Yeah.
And did you feel a difference?
Yeah. And just to touch on what I didn't mention in the first video, which I would have liked to have said, the reason why I've been put off creatine generally is because I think it's a lot of women are like, it's fear mongering around the bloat and the water weight gain, because obviously it's absorbed through muscle. So your body is going to is going to retain water. So you're going to feel heavier, or you're going to feel a bit fluffier, I guess.
Or you'll notice
to start with, especially females, like we do have the bloat, and if you're not nourishing your body consistently and routinely, your body's under a lot of stress. It's holding a lot of cortisol. So I was like, I don't really want to touch that because I'm already going to see changes within my body with nutrition and the foods that I'm going to be eating. To take a supplement that's probably going to make that worse. Like, I didn't want to do that to start with.
And you didn't want to do it to start with, and then at the end of 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Yeah, well, the first week I kind of just got on with it and try not to think too much about it. I'm going to fast forward to where I am today. I feel a world different.
It's different, huh?
Yeah, like I feel stronger. I feel more energized. The training that I'm doing, like I notice it's a noticeable difference with, I can keep up.
Yeah.
I'm going against, I don't know, the ergs, and I'm not a runner. Like, I hate running. I think it's my posture. Not very good at it. I want to be able to do it. And we did the training last week, and I run.
You did all the running?
All the running.
Yeah.
Like, and afterwards I was like, I could not have done that 4 weeks ago.
No way.
Yeah.
Not only you didn't want to do it, because when you would attempt it and it would be uncomfortable, you didn't like it, so you wouldn't do it. But now you feel so confident that it's past that.
Yeah.
And you thought, I'll give it a go.
Yeah.
First one felt okay. Third one felt okay. Then you ended up doing 4 or 5.
Done.
Yeah.
I used to lie actually and always wear my Converse and was like, I can't run in these.
Yeah, I knew that. So I bought two different pairs of shoes, different colorways.
So now I don't have an
run.
excuse.
That's right.
So yeah, I feel good. I feel a lot clearer in my mind.
So what I've noticed is, because I watch you intently, obviously, but your energy during the week is a lot higher.
Yeah.
You and I laugh and carry on a lot. We do, right?
Yeah.
But during the week now, we find it hard to get asleep sometimes because, like, you know, when you're in in a relationship and you whisper something and it's a joke and then you can't stop laughing in bed and then 20 minutes later you're like, stop. And you're like, then still laughing it. Right. So we do that a lot. So like I mentioned it today, like in training. So a month ago, if she was getting to her maximum weight that she could lift or move, she would be one where she would struggle and then the next one she couldn't attempt. And today she struggled through 4 reps and you got to the end every single time and you struggled 4 times in a row. Yeah. Last time you would struggle once and then that was it, was a wrap. Yeah. So it's not about the weight that you're lifting or moving, more about the effort that you're able to put in.
Yeah.
So your confidence, you're getting stronger and it's starting to show.
Yeah.
They're the positives.
They're the positives.
Tell me about the negatives that you've felt in the last 4 weeks. Deep breath. And
I think I said to you maybe at the beginning of this weekend, I was like, I'm losing hope in the process. Like I was almost a little bit angry and resentful. I was like, I can't trust this anymore. All purely down to changes in physique, which is not the goal. Performance and strength is my end goal. And with that comes an athletic figure. So at the minute, I'm finding it difficult because I'm training super hard in comparison to what I was. Not my optimum, but I'm doing a lot better than what I was.
You're training harder, yeah.
And I don't feel like I look like I've been in the gym for a long time.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, regardless of what I tell her, obviously, but when we were in Bali together, December, January, and we were training, she was very strong. And you carried a lot of muscle.
Yeah.
And over the last 10 months, you've lost a lot of muscle. All your back muscle, you've lost a lot of muscle, right? And so now to get that back, it's going to be a long process because whatever you lose over 10 will take you 20 to put back at the capacity that you want it, right? Pure, lean, strong muscle. It's going to take time. And your body's going to change. But something that you said to me on Friday, which I don't think was muscle related, was when you undereat, there is no food in your digestive system. If there's no food in your digestive system, your tummy doesn't stay flat, it goes in. And in is normal for you. So you are now finding being flat is weird for you, right?
Yeah, I feel bloated.
You feel bloated when you are just nourished and we're still not at capacity of eating, right? So we're on our way up. You are used to being really indented in your tummy, empty, right? And now that you're nourished and you're eating, especially now because the last week we've included dinners as well, right? So we fast forwarded a little bit. So we did the shakes and now we have a protein for dinner as well. So we have shakes in the morning, protein at dinner, we have protein during the day. So now we're starting to get up to where we're going to end up. And so on Friday, you said, I feel bloated all the time now. And I look at you, obviously you don't look bloated. You look like you have a normal waist. So talk to me how that affects you and are you able to talk yourself out of it and come to realization, or are you still just fighting it? It's bad.
No, I think that's a really a good point for people to watch when we don't have a normal physique to relate it to. So anything that I gain now, it's going to be like, I'm going to think it's, fat, it's water weight, like it's going to be, I'm not going to be able to change it. I do keep saying, just keep going, like keep trusting the process. This is what you're meant to be doing. And also really trying to be quite brutal with myself and be like, what are you comparing yourself to? Ill? Because that's not where you want to be. I feel like all of my clothes, especially when I was unwell, have always been baggy, have always been like loose on me when they're not meant to be. Yeah. So the way that my clothes are fitting now, when I'm like, oh, they're snug or they're tight, no, they just fit me better than what they used to. I don't have to have a belt as in
or have that fake belt that you
or have a ribbon around my waist to keep stuff up.
So you're still talking your way through it,
yeah.
right? So you're saying that's okay. This is where you are. Trust the process. You're going to get at a stage very quickly as we go up to the next level in a couple of weeks and we start training more.
Yeah.
All the clothes you've purchased in the last 6 months were for that body type. So are you ready, and do you know that things are not going to fit you? Because you bought things very small.
Yeah. I already feel like this is a problem now for me, to be honest. Like my clothes are feeling a lot tighter. I can't even, I know this, I'm going to be just honest because this is for me, but like I will do my best to move well away from the mirror in the gym. Like, because I don't want to like even catch a glimpse of me anymore. I don't know. I'm struggling at the moment.
Okay. So maybe we have to work on what it is that you're looking, because your lats are coming back, your shoulders are coming back. So if you look for specifics. Now, we start training at the new gym on Wednesday the 15th. We're going to do a full measurement day. We're going to spend 2 days looking at all the equipment and what we're going to do in regards to our training program. And then we're going to work on specific groups of the body. And I know you can't lose fat on specific areas. I know all that sort of stuff, but there's some things that you can build. And we're going to concentrate on that. So measuring and then understanding that reflection is a positive measurement.
Yeah. But the thing is as well, like as much as anorexia wants me to focus on controlling numbers all the time, I really want to be fueling myself for performance, for feeling strong, for feeling energized, for not looking better. Like I really don't want that to be a focus, but I can't help but go there sometimes.
Sure.
And I think it was yesterday. No, it was when we was out for your mum's birthday. And obviously all the food was on the table.
Yeah.
And I had a little bit. And I almost feel like because my brain is probably still in that scarcity mode, I'm not fighting with myself anymore, but negative self-talk is very loud. Okay. It's like, oh, go on. It's like encouraging me now. Go on, go on. That sounds like...
What do you mean, go and have another one?
Yeah.
Oh, so now it's egging you on.
Yeah, and then it's like just negative self-talk then. Like I've lost, and like you've lost complete control now.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like food noise when you're in the depths of an eating disorder is always high, whether that's when you're in restriction and you're not allowing that argument in and you're quite numb. Food noise is still there. You're still walking around a supermarket looking at numbers and calories and or feeling empowered because somebody else is having something and you're choosing not to. Like, that's still food noise. When I'm in this momentum now, it's like craving all the time, even though I'm feeling my body more, which I know that this is completely normal. When I was in hospital, that it was the worst.
Okay.
I was having structured meals and I felt so hungry, like starving. And I'm like, how did I do?
Well, your metabolism's working.
Yeah.
Right. The more you eat, the more you metabolize. The more you metabolize, the hungrier you become.
So like, we've just gone down and had a wander and had a yochi.
Yeah.
I could have another one.
Right.
I couldn't.
I could. I'm not going to.
But I would want one. And food noise is always there then.
Yeah.
And I find things like yochi challenging because I'm in the control of putting things on myself, and I don't like that. We've done a lot of that this weekend.
Yeah.
A hell of a lot.
A lot this weekend of serving food.
Can I say openly that I'm very proud of me? I'm very proud of myself.
Yeah, you can.
Because all of the things that I'm doing, like, I'm battling every time.
Mm-hmm. You're winning every time.
Yeah.
You're winning every time.
Yeah.
Listen, in the last week, I've told you I'm so proud of you so many times because you skim past some of it. You tell me what's going on, but you're headstrong and you're head focused on your goal to get there and to impart information and to share your journey. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It really is.
Okay. So we'll move on to
counseling.
The therapy. Okay.
Bum, bum, bum.
So I did have a few people messaging me, but I wanted to really have honest conversations with my mum about what was happening. So, like I say, I started therapy 4 weeks ago. I'll talk about the route that I went down because if you're in Australia and you're looking for therapy, it's a really good avenue to go. So I went to see the GP. He gave me a mental health plan, which made me eligible for up to 10 sessions with a therapist of my choice, up to 5 sessions with a dietitian, I think it was. And then I go back, he reassesses, and I get the same thing again. And it's not free, but heavily discounted.
Yes, 80% off some of that.
So the therapist that I'd chosen was on the list. He did the referral, super easy, paid her the full payment, got the reduction back on my, through my Medicare, through my bank account.
Yeah.
Anyway, long story about nothing. Went to my first session and I don't like therapy first sessions because they're just fact finding, and I always feel like I want to say everything onto a CD, MP3, whatever, and let her listen, because I'm wasting my time for an hour, and I've got a lot more than an hour that I need to share here. And I struggle to keep up with things that happen to me. So let alone trying to then tell her in all the different, timelines and things, and, she's jotting things down. So the first session was just fact finding.
Yes.
Which was fine. I came out exhausted. She actually asked me why I'd come to therapy and what did I want to get out of it. I was really honest, and I said, anytime that I've been to therapy previously, and this is not too dissimilar, I don't feel like I need it and I don't necessarily want it. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe it's because I'll uncover things that I'm not brave enough to handle. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah. And she was really honest back, and she said, if at any point you don't think that this is for you, you be honest. But I also then said to her, if I was telling a friend or anybody, I think therapy is valuable for anybody and everybody, no matter what stage of your life you're in. Especially as I feel quite lonely at the moment. My friends are back home, my family's back home, I have you and your family. But people that I can speak to outside of this, can't just go, I haven't really got a friend that I can just go and have a coffee with. And not that I'd want to necessarily share the things that I share with the therapist anyway. So I think going to therapy and just having a word
offloading a little bit,
is valuable for anybody. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I don't know why I think I'm any different from, I think the few
things make sense.
Yeah, I just need to respect that I am completely valid in sat here today and seeking some support. That was the first session. Came away. I came skipping home a little bit, didn't I? I was like, yeah, it's,
because you said to me that she was also quite emotional and taken back by all the stuff that had happened to you.
She got really emotional, and then she said to me, I'm quite taken aback with how you relay your life and everything that's happened to you, because she was like, you say it very matter of fact. You say it from a bird's eye view, which how many times have I said that before?
Yeah.
And she was like, and you say it quite numb and emotionless. And I was like, a lot of the times I don't feel like it is my life, like, because I've come such a long way now. And then to say it all, I do want to disengage from it because I don't want to be upset. I don't want to be angry. I don't want them emotions. So to sit in it and me, you know, being a tear fest, what's that going to achieve?
Yeah.
Like me getting upset about it. But then she's like,
she didn't understand.
Tearful, and I was like, then I'm like, then I'm guilty. Yeah. Like, should I not be crying? Like, I don't, like, anyway, so that, and I take that with a pinch of salt because I've had that from other people as well, say that to me. So I was like, okay, fair enough. Yeah, so at the end of that session, she said to me during the week if I could just write down any different emotions that I'm feeling. So I was like, okay. So that was the exercise for the week, which also, can I just say, when I said to her that I feel like I'm being pushed a little bit into this, I was like, my personality is that I'm going to engage regardless. I'm not wasting your time. I'm not wasting my time. I'm going to give this my full, even though I don't necessarily think I need it. I'm going to be 100% committed and I'm going to do everything and give it all. So she asked me to write down emotions for the week. So I came home, had the full week. We obviously implemented some changes in my diet again. So then that was new feelings and new thought process that I went through. Second session. Now, this session, she asked me if I felt the same way about therapy. I was honest and said yes. I actually felt clarity within my mind. I don't know, that's because of I had up my calories and I was sleeping maybe a little bit better. Yeah, I didn't feel any different towards the therapy. I was like, I still don't really need it. But again, I'm sat here, I'm going to give it my all. She asked me to close my eyes. A lot came out. Now, this is not a therapy session, but a lot came out and I did begin to get emotional and I didn't like that feeling. I don't like crying. I feel like I'm on the verge of crying a lot of the times, but I don't like feeling vulnerable and I need to go there. And that's why I sat there and I was like, just allow yourself to do that. Now, this is going to be honest. She asked me how Alex felt about therapy. And we'd had a conversation after the first session. Really, honestly, are you okay with me sharing?
Yeah, I go on, share it, because I feel it was different, but you said it on Saturday.
Yeah. Okay. So I was sat outside. You said to me that you're fearful that I will go to therapy. I will learn to love myself in the manner that you do, that you love me. And I'll feel like that you won't need me
anymore.
Yeah. Again, we're not going to go into it in this video, but how we met is a huge story on its own, which we will come to, and that needs a lot of priming to share that story. Yes?
Yeah.
So obviously the therapist knew about how we'd met and our relationship. And then when I said that to her, she said to me, Bex, his fear is going to end your relationship. Now, from somebody that's already come in, at the start of the session, she asked me to focus on fears, worries and anxieties, to which I'd shared an abundance of. Not one of them was about being fearful of losing my relationship. So that already set alarm bells ringing, and I had a few red flags, but I was like, just go with it, like open up this conversation. And then after the therapy session, I was just like, that was so inappropriate. There's never one, and I'll be honest, within them 2 sessions I had, I know they're really short and I've got a lot to say, but them 2 therapy sessions I had, I never said I had a problem with my relationship. So for somebody that's met me for 90 minutes, tell me that I'm going to, this is going to
break because of your partner's
fear. I didn't need an opinion on what you told me. I didn't even really want to share it, actually, but she asked me. And I sat there, giving it all, being honest. I was like, I mean, after that one, I quickly tried to change the conversation, but I was like, you're planting seeds of doubt in my mind that I haven't even walked in here with. I've got take the list.
Take
any of them. That one's not on. I'm sorry. Like, I would like people's opinions, to be honest, on how they think that, or if they think that that's a reasonable thing to say.
I haven't been in a situation where a therapist has given you a direct answer or a direct thing like that. It's always like, hey, have you thought about this, or have you considered that?
Yeah. Relating it to,
that's gonna end because
of him.
And that specific emotion is why.
I understand if she wants me to reflect on my own feelings surrounding that. Like, how does that make you feel, Bex? Or do you feel like that, Bex?
Yeah.
No, if he continues like this, your relationship is gone. Anyway, so that was the second session. Come to in again. And I came away from that one. And actually, the first bit of the session and all that emotion where she got me to close my eyes, I took a lot of value from that. And I came home, wrote a lot of things down. We spoke actually really in depth about grief. We spoke about anger.
And where you are within grief.
Yeah.
And how much work you need to do.
Yeah. Which started opening my eyes up to, I sat there and actually validated myself that I'm where I need to be. I'm
at the right place.
Yeah. Not with the right person.
Not with her, but I'm in the right person.
Yeah. Yeah. So we spoke about grief. We spoke about anger. We spoke. I was very open and very vulnerable into the stories that I shared with her that I've kept very private surrounding when I left the UK. And I told her everything. And that makes me feel a little bit sick now that I've done that to somebody that is a stranger. I didn't know obviously it was going to turn out like this. I kind of told her everything as well, because you're on a ticking time bomb, right? Like, I know that money's going down, and I'm like, I want to say everything. I want to get everything out, and I want her to help me with this. So just say it all.
Yeah.
So I did, and then I was like, after the third session, I was like, I don't like that she knows all of that.
And so on the third session?
The third session, I don't know how honest to be with this. How can we share this?
I don't know. She was just giving you personal opinions again on your relationship.
Yeah, okay.
So your third session.
So my third session. Again, we went into the grief, the anger right from the get-go, because obviously that was very strong from the second time round.
Yeah.
We started talking about our relationship, our friend circles, the retreat, how we got together as a couple, some disputes, which were obviously mentioned, surrounding things that have happened.
Yeah.
And then she was giving me opinions like, and then I kind of broke off a little bit, and I apologized because I'd not transferred some money across, and the money bounced back, and she was trying to sort all that out. So it was a bit of a boring story. So I apologized for that. And I said, oh, sorry, it's normally linked to my bank account, but I put it on the joint account. And she turned around to me and said, oh, Bex, I really don't think you should have a joint account with somebody that you don't know.
That's right.
Sorry? I was like, again, instill a fear in me that I haven't presented to you. I never mentioned that I'm worried about money with us.
Yeah.
She did ask me about my anxieties, and I said finances were a part of it, but finances are a part of a lot of people's work.
Sure.
Like, I've got savings that I want to tend to a little bit more than what I am doing currently.
You always want a little bit more than what we have.
I didn't realise it was as expensive it is to be here. I was sat through the therapy thinking, times are ticking, the money's going down, the dollar is... Yeah, so like that was...
And that's not a good place to be anyway.
Yeah, but it's a common place to be. So then for her to say that to me, Bex, I really don't think you should have a joint account with somebody that you don't know.
And the way she leans into that we don't know each other, and you don't know how we met, and you don't...
Yeah, and she said, she was like, you've not been together that long. Like,
The duration of time, sure. We've known each other for whatever, 10 months. I think we've lived together or been together like 10 months. But also, anyway, I'm not going to defend anything. That was her perception and what she said. But then she said something else about the lease.
Yeah, that was when I was leaving, but we can talk about that.
Right, okay.
As I was leaving to get up, she asked me how long I had how could I get out the lease? I was like I said, I've got a list as long as my arm of things that I actually do need to work on about past to give me worries and anxieties about my present that I haven't walked in there with. Maybe she records the sessions. So when I first came home, I was really upset, wasn't I? Like I went
really
straight
upset.
out to the balcony.
So straight up to the balcony. She had a book. I went outside and I'd said to her the week before, because the first week she came home skipping. Second week, you were going through some of the grief stuff and you needed time alone. So I'm like, hey, do you need time alone? She's like, yeah, I do. Great. No problem. Do you? And I'll just, when you're ready, come and say hi. And then so week 3 was the same, but week 3 was different. I knew she wasn't upset at something externally. I knew it was internally. I knew it was us. Mm-hmm. And so I'm like, are you okay? Not really. She was crying and she was writing in her book. So I'm like, I'll leave you there. She was there for 4 hours. I was in the room. I come back. We cook. And now she's not looking at me. She's not talking to me. Mm-hmm. We sat down, had dinner, called my mum. You always speak to mum when she's on the phone. Nothing. Went to bed. You're okay? Yeah, I'm just really tired. Okay. Went to sleep. Next morning, you okay? No, not really. There's stuff going on in my head. Cool. Do you want to talk about it when you get home? Look, I don't know what to say. Mm-hmm. I'm like, that's okay. You don't have to be eloquent and precise. You can stumble through it and get somewhere using me to talk. And she spent the whole 24 hours questioning me, her, our relationship, what we're aiming for, what we're striving for. Who's putting who first, really? Mm-hmm. Is someone taking advantage of the other person? All these negative talking points that most people feed themselves within a relationship. Oh, is she talking to that person a bit longer? Or does he actually have more money saved? Or like just weird things that people might think. The therapist is instilling these little nuggets into you, and then you spent 24 hours thinking about it, came home, we spoke. You were sort of okay that night, and then you went and saw a friend of ours.
Yeah. So I felt instantly very lonely after I'd come out of the therapy session because I'm like, if I disclose that I'm treating her like a friend, right? And I'm being honest with her and I'm telling her all these things, and her instant reaction is basically telling me to run for the hills. Get
out of there. Close everything that you have. Don't look back.
So I'm like, have I been living under a rock? Like, what am I not seeing? Like, and because I'm, I've thrown myself into work. We're at the gym together. We see a lot of your family. I haven't really made a circle of friends here yet. I have a couple of people that I've met recently. Again, I'm going to share that because I've been to some stranger community things that have been here. So I want to share that because that's something that I definitely want to do. Like I'm itching to do that myself. But anyway, so I've got a few friends, but not people that I would necessarily go and just spill all of this to. And her instant reaction is say telling me to get rid and go. Protect yourself is another term that she used regularly. Yeah. She must have said that maybe 4 or 5 times within that hour session. Yeah. You need to protect yourself. And I came out of that session and I just felt incredibly lonely and I'm not seeing things for what they are. And I started writing myself questions in my journal why aren't you protecting yourself? Yeah. Why have you got a joint account with somebody that you've just met? I never thought like that before.
Yeah, I don't know.
Then looking at my emails being right, lease is 12 months. Do you know what I mean? You've given me all these things. Anyway, so I went and met a mutual friend of ours.
Yes.
Who's known Alex for a very, very long time in different stages of your life as well, which is very valuable. And this particular friend, she is sugar on a stick. She is the kindest, most...
She's wonderful.
Yeah, she's
unbelievable.
Incredible, inspiring person.
Yeah.
And I just value all of the time that I get with her. And I text her the night that I had the wobble after the therapist and I was like, oh, do you fancy meeting for a coffee tomorrow? And then I text her like 3 seconds later saying, just me and you, if that's okay. She instantly, this woman is extremely busy. She instantly texted me back, say like literally date and time.
Yeah.
Because she knows that I wouldn't just ask out of the blue, can I meet you? Went and sat down with my friend for a coffee, and she's not one to give opinion, like, or tell tales or give stories. She just, how does that sit with you? She was like the therapist.
Yeah.
Obviously, she said, from what I know of this, I'm like, I don't understand why she went down that route. But I just felt being able to offload it again. I was speaking to an actual friend. I was like, I don't know where.
Right, because her opinions then clouded your view of life.
Completely.
Then you saw your friend, and then she
put me back on the straight and narrow.
Sure.
It allowed me to, again, just be clearer and be more rational with my thoughts. Can I just say as well, within that therapy session, maybe about 40 minutes in, 30 minutes in, I turned around to her and said, client confidentiality.
Yeah, should you be talking like this? Should you be telling me these details?
I don't think we've said that.
No, you haven't. So for 4 years ago...
Did you want me to say that?
That's okay, no, that's fine. So 4 years ago, I saw this therapist. So it was super dark time in my life. I went and saw the therapist. Didn't know what I was doing. It was after COVID. We had investments in 2 restaurants in LA that we lost. I lost a lot of money in a restaurant in Sydney, and I was destitute, and I didn't necessarily want to work, and I wanted to build new things again because I'm an entrepreneur and that's what I do. And I was seeing her during that process. And so she had obviously a vision or a picture of me, and we spoke about past relationships and things of that nature, and the way that I viewed love and all the rest of it. Since then, I've built the retreat, built the recruitment business, built the leadership. Like, I've done a lot of things, traveled all over the world. Like, a lot has changed. So she's giving Beck advice through the eye of looking at me 4 years ago. And then when you went and had drinks with our friend, she's like, I knew him then, and he changed a year after. He changed again a year after that. Then he built this and he changed again a year after that. And you do, right? You evolve as a person. So for me, when she was giving Beck this advice saying, well, how can you trust him? Why would you have a joint account? Why would you do that?
Have you got any evidence for this? Have you seen
Yeah.
this?
And I'm like, I felt it was like personal attack.
Yeah.
But again, I don't want to defend myself, because if you're actually feeling that I'm not the one and I'm not right, well, then you have to work on, you have to go in that, and I can't be pulling you down trying to stop you. Yeah. And so you talk to our friend, you sort of felt better about it, 80%. And then what I found interesting, and why I think you're amazing, is so the next day you walk home from work and you say, you know what? Maybe I didn't hear it right. Maybe it's me. Maybe I overreacted. You know what? I've got a super active mind. Maybe I wasn't in the right state. Maybe I was wrong. I want to listen to the recording. I'm going to walk home if that's okay, and I want to listen to the recording. I'm like, you know what? Do you? Great idea. So you listen to the recording on the way home, and?
I was even more upset.
Right?
I was more upset at myself.
Yes.
That a lot of the things when she was saying opinions like that, I kept quiet. I'm your number one cheerleader. Like, I would run through fire for you. And I didn't say anything. I was almost sat there in silence to encourage her to give me more, because I'm like, maybe I do need to hear this. Maybe
it's new information. She's known him in the past. She's coming from a place of authority.
She's professional.
She's a professional. So I understand.
And I don't know that. Obviously, I know your family. I know your mutual friends. But there's not a lot of, people that a lot of your friends have like moved away and they've got I don't really know them. So to actually speak to somebody that's quite platonic and unbiased, you would think, to give me these opinions.
Harsh and specific.
At great length.
Yeah.
I even said I was trying to get information. I know, because I was asking her, like, what do you think? What do you think I should do? And she was giving me more and more and more. And I said to her, I was like, I completely understand client confidentiality if you need to, have a pause on this current conversation. And she was like, absolutely not. I need you to go home and you be completely honest with.
She doubled down
with Alex.
Go home and tell him.
Yeah. And she said, I don't think that he's going to be I'm not worried for you in terms of he's going to be angry at you,
Yeah.
which was another seed in my mind. I'm like,
wait, he's
well,
gonna
what?
get
Yeah,
angry?
like, what?
I didn't know he.
Yeah, I was like, she was like, I'm not worried about you. I think that he's probably he's sensitive and he's going to get upset about it, which is exactly what happened, but with anger as well. Not at me, not
no, but I was
at me.
fuming that someone had that perception
Yeah.
of me and that.
So it was just, it's been a whirlwind, a real whirlwind, because then I was like, well, do I go back for another session? Am I on it? And like, do I just be honest with her and say that I won't know how
you
to
can't,
start.
you can't, the trust is gone.
Yeah.
And then so someone I recommended, the type of therapy I think is amazing, and the type you enjoyed the second one, right? Like the way to get to the source is great. Okay. So then we work on that. Remember, first week of changing food was the first week of therapy. We got this 3-prong approach to recovery, and you want to be the best version of yourself. And then this thing, human, what a kick.
When I've been writing gratitudes, I did say that I am so proud of myself for being able to gain real perspective from that conversation and be like, do you know what? That is not one at all professional. And I now have these heightened anxieties purely because of the things that you've been drip feeding me.
Yeah. And you said that too when you listened to the recording. Why you're upset at yourself is because she was leading you in that direction.
Yeah. And I almost felt like I was egging it, like, not egging it on because I didn't actually say an awful lot.
But she started with that intention. Yeah. She's like, oh, I'm taking her there.
Yeah.
You're here to work on grief and
there's
guilt.
A lot, like I say, there's so much more to work on.
And she's like, you need to
I know. So we're currently cancelled all of the sessions. And another thing, she texted me, didn't she?
Yeah.
So all the sessions were online and I booked in advance. I went to see her in person and I cancelled them all online. And she texted me basically saying, hi, hope everything's good. I've seen that I've noted that you cancelled all of your sessions. If you want a quick chat, a phone call about it, more than happy to, but if all's well, then that's cool.
So weird.
Like duty of care, I think, first and foremost, as a patient.
Initially, I wanted to report it. One, what confidentiality? How do you get that? That's not real care. I don't know. I feel like she crossed the line on so many issues.
I was worried because, and this is the reason why I wanted to listen to it back, because I was like, have I imagined things? But then, as soon as I put them headphones back in, I was like, just very odd.
So we cancelled therapy for now. A part of you feels like you would benefit from it though?
Yeah, I think so.
And
now, obviously, she wasn't great in that aspect, but when I first started going there and opening and maybe unlocking some emotions that I have been feeling, like is guilt and the, anger.
It really came out.
Yeah.
It didn't take long.
It didn't take long.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the style of therapy, actually, we have a center of excellence for it here in Woollahra, which is like the next suburb over. So I said that we should wait too, just because you're battling with a lot of things right now. And it might not be the right time to bring down your defenses and make you more vulnerable at a time where you're utilizing all your strength. So we're going to start the training, start our full diet.
Yeah. So again, going on with videos that we're going to be doing, we're going to do some progress before and after. Well, say before and afterwards, because there's not an after. It's just, this is lifestyle for us.
Yeah.
It's going to be before we start a consistent approach to training and the program that you're going to implement. We'll talk through it. We'll obviously film ourselves in the gym, be one of them people.
We're definitely going to be those people.
Yeah, I want to.
Yeah. No matching outfits though. Definitely getting matching outfits.
You've already got them.
So we're going to start and we'll do full training videos. And we'll end up doing some nutritional videos and recipes and stuff like that. I love to cook. So we'll definitely do some recipes and some cooking that people can follow. But that's the current updates in regards to therapy.
Yeah. And food.
And your food.
So check in. Find a little tick for me. 3 words that I'm feeling right now. So I can do one, maybe, I don't know, if I do a check-in next week.
Okay.
So first and foremost, I feel proud. That's in the respect of my food for pushing through and the decision of the therapist and be like, you are not helpful for me and you're not healthy for me. I feel emotional. Yeah. And I feel uncomfortable.
Pride, emotion, and discomfort.
Yeah, I just don't feel great. I know I've sat here and like I've painted a smile on, but I'm not doing okay.
Okay.
But I'm persevering and I'm sticking the spoon in my mouth.
Okay. Definitely moving forward
Mm-hmm.
with discomfort.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to elaborate on the emotion at all?
I just feel tearful and I never feel tearful.
Right.
Yeah.
Could it be hormonal?
No, I don't think so.
Your hormones are finally kicking in?
No.
No?
Yeah, I get
Of
mood swings, but
course.
I'm not.
No,
No, it's
but
not. I don't feel like. No, I don't feel like emotional. Like it's the time of the month. It's definitely like experience focused. I feel emotional that I have heavy food noise. I feel emotional that I don't feel great in my body.
Okay, so that's worrying me.
Yeah, it's not. It's not
Nice.
like random that I just
Yeah.
feel like I'm gonna cry. It's very like matter of fact.
Based on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
All right, well, I'm glad you feel proud.
we'll keep going. Yeah, I feel proud.
Definitely
Very
focus
proud.
on it.
Yeah.
Good. All right.
We're having a great week.
Thank you.
And we'll check in soon.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.
Thank you. I don't know what I'm going to call it. Cancel therapy after 3 sessions.
Yeah.
Dumped my therapist.
Yeah. Why I dumped my therapist.
Yeah.